Around the Fur is the second studio album by alternative metal band Deftones, released in 1997. The songs My Own Summer and Be Quiet and Drive were both released as singles with accompanying videos. The album was eventually certified platinum on June 7, 2011. Background: Around the Fur is the first album to feature Frank Delgado as additional personnel, who would eventually join the band officially in 1999. The song Head Up features Max Cavalera of Soulfly doing additional vocals. It was written by Max and Chino as a way of venting some of their pain over the loss of Max's stepson, and Chino's friend, Dana Wells. Soulfly is taken from a portmanteau invented for the song. English alternative rock band Muse cites Deftones as a root influence and sometimes uses the riff to Head Up as an outro to their song Newborn during live performances. While the lyrics are in the booklet, not every single word is printed. A good example is the song Libya, where in the verses, Chino Marino whispers statements that are hard to make out. There is also one verse missing from the song Head Up. The album cover was shot by photographer Rick Kosick during a late-night party in Seattle where the band was recording. Upon seeing the candid photo, the band proclaimed that they wanted to use it as the album cover. Kosick was unsure who the girl was, so the band had to find out and track down the woman to obtain her permission to use the photo, which she eventually granted. When we went in to make this record, we really didn't have a set idea of what we wanted to come out with, said Marino in a 1998 interview with Chart magazine. However, he felt that the album fell into place once the band had settled into the studio. The band expanded its sound, spending more time with Date, and giving more thought to the album's production. Cunningham varied his drum sound and experimented by using different types of snare drum on almost every track. The album was praised for its loud soft dynamics, the flow of the tracks, Marino's unusual vocals, and the strong rhythm section grooves created by Cheng and Cunningham. Stephen Thomas Eliwine's review noted that while they don't have catchy riffs or a fully developed sound, Around the Fur suggests they're about to come into their own. The album was highly anticipated and propelled the band to fame in the alternative metal scene on the strength of radio and MTV airplay for the singles My Own Summer and Be Quiet and Drive. Around the Fur sold 43,000 copies in its first week of release, and entered the Billboard 200 at number 29, remaining on the charts for 17 weeks. The band went back to touring, making appearances at the Warped Tour, Pink Pop Festival, Roskilde Festival, and Ozzfest, as well as releasing a live EP on June 22, 1999. Around the Fur went on to reach RIAA Gold status on June 24, 1999, and Platinum status on June 7, 2011. My Own Summer appeared on The Matrix, music from the motion picture, released March 30, 1999. Track listing: all songs written by Deftones, except Head Up by Deftones and Max Cavalera. Personnel: band members, Stephen Carpenter Euro guitar, Chi Chenga Euro bass guitar, backing vocals, Abe Kuninama Euro drums, Chino Morinawa Euro vocals, additional personnel, Frank Delgado Euro audio effects, Around the Fur, Die the Flu, Head Up, and MX, Matt Bay Laser Euro assistant to Terry Date, Max Cavalera Euro additional vocals and guitar, Annaline Kuninama Euro additional vocals, Terry Datia Euro production, mixing, recording, Steve Durkee Euro assistant to Ulrich Wild, Ted Jensina Euro mastering, Rick Kosick Euro photography, Kevin Riagana Euro art direction and design, Ulrich Wilder Euro mixing, recording, digital editing, chart positions, certifications, cultural references. A poster of the album art can be seen in the film Universal Soldier: The Return. The song Head Up is used in its entirety in the film Manic starring Don Cheadle and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. The song Be Quiet and Drive is featured in the soundtrack of two extreme sport computer games, Dave Mirra Freestyle BMX and Tony Hawk, Shred. References